Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Bandari College here in Mombasa. Welcome to Agenda 5 broadcasting tonight from the Coast Province from Mombasa. Now, in exactly 3 days, the country will go to a referendum on a draft constitution. In exactly 3 days, Kenyans will have to make a choice between making a change or maintaining the status quo. Now, Agenda 5 has so far been to 7 regions in the last 5 weeks. The message from Kenyans has been the same. Citizens yearn for better governance, better services, affirmative action, and prosperity. In 3 days, the decision on whether to change the future governance of this country or maintain the status quo will rest upon you. Tonight, members of the public from the Coast Province will have their voice heard on Agenda 5. From Mombasa, Bandari College, welcome to Agenda 5. All right, welcome to Bandari College in Mombasa, where tonight Agenda 5 has given the platform to members of the public of the Coast Province to air their views on the draft constitution. Before we continue with the program, I'd like to introduce my colleague Ahmed Darwesh with more. Ahmed?
Naam, shukran sana. Assalamu alaikum, mabibi na mabwana. Ni shani na ni furaha kubwa kuweza kujiunga nanyi tukiwa tunawaletea matangazo haya moja kwa moja kutoka ukumbi wa bandari hapa mjini Mombasa. Baada ya kimya cha muda mrefu, baada ya hali ya hatihati, hatimaye wapwani wana sauti ya kuweza kuitoa hii leo kuhusiana na katiba iliyopendekezwa. Mada kuu basi ikiwa ni kujadili masuala mbalimbali ambao wapwani wao binafsi wanahisi kwa njia moja au nyingine ni yenye kuathiri. Hususan ikizingatiwa kwamba hapa mkoani Pwani kuna swala la uspota ambalo ni swala sugu, kuna swala la ardhi, kuna swala la matumizi ya madawa kulevya, kuna swala la ukosefu wa miundo misingi, kuna swala la mambo kadha wa kadha ambayo yanawahusu wananchi wao wenyewe. Na hii leo basi kwenye ukumbi huu kumradhi, tutaweza kupata fursa ya kuweza kujadili yote hayo kwa kina na kwa undani zaidi. Kwa hivyo ni fursa ya kuwewe mpwani, ni fursa ya kuwewe Mkenya kuweza kutangamana nasi na kuweza kufunzana mengi kuhusiana na katiba iliyopendekezwa. Ni furaha iliyoje basi katika muda wa saa moja hivi na zaidi tutaweza kujadili yote haya kwa kina na kwa ufasaha zaidi. Langu tu ni kusema karibu na kwa moyo wa dhati basi tuweze kufanikisha mada ya leo kwenye kipindi hiki Agenda 5. Kwako Beatrice.
Indeed, from Mombasa. Assalamu alaikum, our listeners on Radio Maisha across the country, our viewers on KTN across the country. Welcome to Agenda 5 tonight, broadcasting from Mombasa. May I now introduce my panel for tonight. I'd like to introduce Murshid Abdallah, Commissioner for the Boundaries Review Commission. Commissioner Murshid, welcome to Agenda 5.
Thank you.
May I also introduce Commissioner Bobby Mkangi, a member of the Committee of Experts. Welcome to Agenda 5.
Shukran.
May I also introduce Commissioner Hassan Omar, a commissioner with the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. Welcome to Agenda 5.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well, this is a public forum. This is a forum for wananchi. I'm going to take my first questions right here from the floor. May I have the first comments? At the back there. May I have comments from this area? Yes, go ahead, please, with the microphone.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Please stand.
The space is a little... Okay. My name is Salim Nyanje, and I am the convener and chairperson of the Kwale Youth for Katiba. And actually, what I can say is that there are very many good provisions for this constitution, and it is going to sail through. I have one question for the Committee of Experts, Mr. Bobby Mkangi, on the land and property. In the harmonized draft constitution, which was released on 17th November last year, In Article 85, Section I, there was on the issue of legislation on land. Legislation on land was saying that Parliament shall enact legislation 2I, provide for the settlement of the landless and squatters, including the rehabilitation of spontaneous settlements in urban and rural areas. In this one, which I have, that part is not there. I believe that it was removed for the goodwill of the nation and for everyone, the squatters inclusive. So please explain to us why it was removed and how is that one beneficial to us, please.
Thank you for your comments. Yes, let's have the next comment.
My name is Gideon Utiamu from Changamwe, and I represent the youth in this conference. My point is, it comes from the Article 41(2)(a), which tries to tell us that on labor relations, which says every worker has a right to fair remuneration. My question comes in that fair is a very generalized English word. If we talk of fair, somebody can just say, this is fair to me, which could not be fair to the worker. So at this point, I'm seeing that there is no affirmative action placed on that, because there'll be a case whereby the employer will say, this is fair, 200 shillings is fair to me. And to the person who's being paid this money, this is not fair. So at that point, the commissioners didn't consider that time changes, and this article will really affect the youth, because the youth is 70% of this population, and they're voiceless. Where is our voice as the youth? We need to have a document that is sharp and clear, because our identity as a youth is here at this moment, and we want to be represented clearly to this document.
Thank you for your comment. Another comment at the back there.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Athman Abdallah, and my issue is about lands. I believe in Coast Province, land day by day is appreciating at a very high rate. And how is this constitution, the proposed constitution, vipi itatuwezesha kujua mingi kuhusu mashamba yetu ama land, kwa sababu shida kubwa is the know-how. Wakenya aswa pwani hatujui kuhusu land, sheria za land hatujui kabisa. Thanks.
All right, thank you. We'll take another comment there before the questions are answered. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Khalid Njiraini. I'd like to ask about the issue, how you're going to address the issue of land ownership. Because if we look at Coast Province, day by day you will find that the complaints are that most of the land is owned by minority few. We don't need to name them. And you find that the majority don't own the land or don't have the title deeds. So my question is, how will this one also be addressed? To sum it up, because I have to be brief, when you look at issues like voter registration, you will find in most of the constituencies, particularly, let us talk about, let's say, Likoni or Kisauni or what, the coastal people, the ones that we want to refer as the coastal people, you will find in the voter registration, maybe they are only about 15%. Now, how, in as much as I believe the draft is a good thing and is going to pass, how will we be able to change the mentality also of the coast people? Because you will find a lot of times they are laid back. When you talk about voter registration, they hardly take the votes. When you talk about jobs that are offered out of coast region, they hardly go for them. So how will this also be addressed? Thank you.
All right, Commissioner Murshid, I'm going to start off with you with the questions on land.
Yes, insofar as tukiangalia makusudio ya ardhi kwa wale maskwota, hii katiba kwenye kitengo cha 43 kiko wazi kabisa kusema kwamba kila mwana Kenya ana haki ya kupata umiliki wa ardhi. Na vile vile kwa haya masala kwamba kuna maskwota wengi, ndio pia kwenye kitengo cha ardhi kimesema kwamba watu watawekewa viwango maalum ya kuwa na uwezo wa kumiliki ardhi, maximum land holding. Hiyo ni kwa sababu ya kuwezesha wananchi wengi wapate ile ardhi. Pia ndani ya katiba imesema kama kuna wale watu ambao ni wageni, si wa Kenya, na wao wanamiliki ardhi na wamepatiwa ardhi title deed ambao ni freehold, basi ile freehold title deed moja kwa moja ina